All right, could I have everyone's attention, please? Al, get him to shush up there, Kath. There's always one in every crowd. Thank you everyone for coming along this evening. It's quite a special occasion. It's great to see so many people from so many different eras of the club. I think it's important in any club, or to put it more correctly, the success of any club depends on the quality and the calibre of the people that they have involved with them. And we've been very lucky over the years to have some special people involved with the club. And it's very easy to forget how far everything's come. Even from 2015, Lynn, did we agree that was when we opened the Oval?
Yes.
To where we are now, we've got a clubhouse, we've got a couple of extra sheds, we've got toilets, there's been improvements to the nets. Jeff reminded me about the old nets over behind the hockey club, which they did the job, but yeah, they were fairly rudimentary, I guess, for want of a better word. But this brings me back to where I started. So the achievements of any club depend on the people that are involved. And I never actually met Eric, but you get a sense of what the man was like by talking to the people who are here tonight. Lots of times the word legendary comes up, you know, dedicated. The club was his life, and having been involved in some infrastructure projects, I know exactly how hard it is to get something like an oval up, and you don't get those sort of projects done unless you're extremely tenacious. So it's with great pleasure that we have the opportunity tonight to almost finalise, for want of a better word, the connection between Eric and the Oval and the clubhouse. We've got a great little sign that we'll unveil shortly. And to speak on Eric's behalf, I'd like to invite Len up.
I'm a little bit nervous, so I've made notes.
Just pretend we're all nervous.
Yeah, okay. Because how it started was, I came down here to teach yoga when my hall was shut because of COVID. First off, it starts off with saying, it's not lost on me the effort that you made coming here tonight. That's what I wanted to say. Because especially at this time of year, everyone's got something on, and I really appreciate the effort. And so would Eric. He would be just overwhelmed. In fact, a little bit of a humble person is probably, oh no, what is going on? That's what he'd say, I think. But anyway, I came down here to teach yoga when my hall was shut in COVID. And Chris said to me, Lynn, I get a lot of people that are new to the area and are just new to cricket, and they say to me, who's Eric Mose? And why is the Oval named after him? So he said, I'm a little bit tired of telling the story, so do you think we could get an honour board up? So that's how it started. And I thought to myself, I have no idea how to produce such a thing, never done anything like that. Thought, David Curd. So I ring David up, you know what he's like. knows everyone, can do everything. And he said, why don't you get on to Paul Morton? So then I didn't realise Paul did all of this. Do you know Paul? Yeah? Yeah.
Well, Eric was working with Paul before he came work done.
Well, what did you tell me what he said? Mark? He's got a man crush almost.
Paul's words to me that Eric was my mentor all my life. So when you talk to Paul, you almost walk away with a tear in your eye, the way he speaks of Eric, and it's lovely to hear it.
I was
Yes.
blown out the way he had this incredible respect, and
Correct.
he went on and on about different phases, and I had no idea that he knew when Eric worked in the valley, in the, you know, the homeless kids in the street and all this, and Paul was there.
Correct.
And so then when he moved up here, Paul worked with him at the Marucci,
The kids there.
yeah, the kids, yeah. Anyway, so Paul can't be here tonight because he's got a Christmas gig on, and that's a real bummer because he needs a huge pat on the back for this, because he ended up saying, I would be honoured to provide the whole thing. So I was like, whoa. So he's actually donated this to the club, which is amazing. So then, yeah, I agree. I'm sorry he's not here. So where is she? Where's that Kathy Poole? Oh, there she is. So there you are, Kathy. I thought to myself, now we've got, you know, we know what we've got to do. I'll go to you, being the secretary for Eric for 10 years, meaning she did all the work. Well, was it more than 10 years? Sorry. Yeah.
22, I think we came up with.
No wonder he was gone a lot. Anyway, it's a long time. Yeah, 10's a long time. Anyway, so I said to Kathy, oh, what are we going to write? So we went over to her house, took 8 hours, weeping, cups of tea, photos, more weeping, records. It was, Alan goes, he's opened the door and goes, are you done yet? It's getting dark, I want me dinner. Anyway, we finally got the whole thing sorted out, which was really great. So thank you so much, Kath. And then I realised I had to put an SOS out about photos, because all the photos of Eric were or no shirt, or, you know, plain silly buggers, whatever, or not shaved. You know, I thought, hold on, I've got to put. So I'd send Lewis up a photo. He was at the Catherine Gorge at the time. I'd say to him, what about this photo? No. Oh, find another one. No, not that one either. Oh. And then I thought, I'm emailing everyone. So I emailed all the, and back to Community Solutions. Jenny, you know how good Nicole is, the best secretary ever, who worked for David. She came up with this photo, which we used. So, and she can't be here tonight either. So I wanted to give her a big clap, because it was a big episode for her to find a good photo, you know, for Takuti. What else? This is to keep me online. So I think it's really turned out 10 out of 10, and good enough for future families of the Buderim Cricket Club to understand that it takes a community to make a club. I don't know if I could say this. Dear Eric, we miss you every day. We thank you for all the joy you brought into our lives. And it's 8 years today. And the past 8 years without you has been, well, let's say it's behind us. And so raise your glasses and we'll toast Eric. I told you I'd try. Cheers to Eric. So, Chris, do you want to help me
Well,
with this?
actually, I thought
Oh, the
Toby, Lewis, and
boys.
Ryan.
Yes,
Getting
perfect.
Go.
Yes, perfect. Thank you. That's perfect.
But you've got to be in the photo.
Oh. Right in the middle. Yay! So I want to thank the boys too for being so supportive of me the whole time, and just wonderful sons.
It's a big job.
Isn't that funny? Isn't it great? Isn't it amazing? So go and have a read and have a look at, that's it. Yeah. Cheers.
Yeah, so please, I invite you all to come up and have a read of the poster. Finish all the food because Lynn's told me she doesn't want to take anything
That's
home.
right, I really don't. I'm serious. Sorry.
Keep drinking the beers because that's great money for the club. And I would be derelict in my duty. But once again, thanks everyone for coming along tonight.
Cheers.